So, one of the old buck knives that I have here is my dad's old buck knife. If you look here, let's see, I don't know if I can pick it up. Yeah, that's Charles Themen, CHT. And if we look at this knife, we can see that it's in pretty rough shape. And it always amazes me how fast these things get dull when duct tape on the back. It always amazes me how dull they get when you're dressing out deer. When I lived on the North Shore of Minnesota, I was always dressing out my own deer, and I was always amazed at how fast things got dull. So I'm gonna fix this one up, make it shine again. Once again, just like in the last video, I'm just gonna take some 600 grit, and I'm going to see what I can get. A little bit of elbow grease. Oh yeah, this shouldn't take long. So the cool thing is about this knife is that after I kind of polished it off, you can see that it says Pic Solingen, Germany. And on the other side, it has this kind of, I don't know if the camera can pick that up. It's almost some kind of like ruin. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Turns out, of course, this is a 1950s antique German buck knife. And you can see, I've kind of polished it up a little bit. You have to be careful not to polish it up too much, or you wear away all these neat little engravings. Who would have known? I mean, my grandfather fought in World War I for Germany, and he died when I was 6. He was about 92. So I don't know if this came from him or just my dad, but interesting. So when I was about 15 years old, I put electrical tape over the hilt of this thing. So let's take that electrical tape off and see what it looks like. I probably did something totally stupid when I was young. All right. So I've peeled off all this electrical tape, and it seems like I now know why. These, if you can check them out, almost look like wood. Like this was coming off. And then you can see they come off one at a time. So that's why I put the electrical tape on there, I guess. And it's missing a nut at the end here. So I think what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to tape it back up a little bit. If anybody out there knows knives and how to redo this thing, or if it's worth any money, let me know. So I retaped the hilt. I like electrical tape. It really preserved this stuff really nicely at the bottom part. I'm just going to take a honing stone and try to get that nice 22 degree angle. So once you get this down, boy, is it sharp. Man, did this thing react well. If you're at that like 20 degree angle, with anything that you do, you can always make it at the very end a little bit more of like a micro bevel. You have to take it from that 22 and make it a little bit more steep to give it that micro bevel at the end. But yeah, she's ready to go. That's a sharp knife right there. What a weird find. Antique Roadshow. Sweetness.